Hi there, and welcome to another ShopMate tutorial. In this tutorial I'll be explaining about the localization part of your configuration from the admin menu. So if you just hover over the admin menu, go down to configuration and to localization. Now I'll be explaining these different things in detail. So to start with, we'll talk about language. Now the languages, this is the different languages that your shop uses, which can be specified in the admin configuration setting part. You can insert new languages if you like. This is quite technical, and if you do need to use another language at all, please get in touch with us and we'll be happy to set one up for you. For the meantime, English should be enough for you. Now, the other things that we have in the localization menu are currency. If you want to add an extra currency, it's real simple. To start with, I'll talk about how to edit. If you want to edit an existing currency, all you do is click on Edit on the right hand side, just the same as categories and products and the other things that I've talked about. And if you want to delete one, you just tick which one you want to delete and click Delete. You can also select all and click Delete. But if you want to insert one, you click Insert. And now you insert the currency title, which may be US dollar. US dollar. The code, USD. Symbol left will be a $sign. This is a symbol that's going to be shown on the left hand side. The right symbol, right, we're not going to have one, but if you wanted, you could put US dollar so people know that it's US dollar. Decimal places, we want 2 decimal places, and the value. I put anything for the meantime because this is going to get updated overnight anyway. But if you want to get it precisely right, I suggest going to a website such as www.xe.com and having a look at the currency exchange rates and what's going on there. Make sure you have the status enabled, otherwise it's not going to show. So now we have that new US dollar set up. Now if we go to the front end of our shop and we have a look at currencies, we now have Australian dollar and US dollar. And you can see the US dollar shows up after the product price. So it's quite simple and quite straightforward, adding the different currencies. Now, after that we have the stock status. The stock status, this is the status that is going to be shown when a product is finished, it'll be the status that's going to show. So at the moment we just have 2 to 3 days in stock and out of stock. Now, whatever one you want to make default, you just do in the configuration part. And then go to settings, as we have talked about, and you choose the default stock status here. Now, if you want to add a new one, it's as easy as just clicking on Insert and choosing the stock status name. Maybe waiting. Just like that, we have a new stock status which you can choose and use for different things all over your shop. If you want to delete it, it's just as easy as selecting and clicking delete. Just like that. Now, after this we have order status, which is just the same sort of thing. These are order statuses when an order is made. Is it cancelled? Is it complete, pending, processing, shipped? These are used for different things throughout your shop. You can add another one by just clicking Insert and just calling it new status or whatever you like, and then clicking Save. Real straightforward. Click the tick box on the left hand side of it and then click Delete if you want to get rid of it. We also have countries. If you want to add in any extra countries, it's pretty much the same. You just click Insert, but you have to insert the country name, also the ISO code 2 and the ISO code 3 and the address format. But there should be every country that you need already loaded into your ShopMate system. If by any chance there is not a country that you need, then please get in touch with us and we will be happy to help you out. Now, if you go back into your admin configuration localization and move down to zone, we have lots of different zones. Now these zones are pretty much regions of countries. As you can see, we've got 3,841 zones already loaded into the system. So if you add another one, all you have to do is choose the zone name, the zone code, and choose which country you want it to show up in. So it's pretty straightforward to add extra zones, but you shouldn't have to. There should be enough for you to work with. After that, we have geozones. Now these geozones here are zones that you can create which may have certain tax rates and that sort of thing. For example, we have at the moment just New Zealand, but if I want to add another geozone, I'm going to call this Australia, or we could even call it, United Kingdom, UK, and then you click Add Geozone here, and you can choose which countries you want to show up in this geozone. So I may choose England and that sort of thing for the UK. So that's quite straightforward. Now they're used for different tax rates. For example, make it you want the tax class GST. At the moment, GST is only available in the geozone called New Zealand because it's only a New Zealand tax class. But you could add, if you wanted to add a new tax rate, you could choose new geozones and that sort of thing. So that's what it's used for. Adding tax classes, as simple as just clicking Insert, choosing the tax title, new tax class description, and adding a tax rate. Description, new tax rate, and maybe it's 20%. Remember, you don't need to use the percentage signs. It already works it out for you. Priority is just another sort order. 1. Okay, so here we go. We've got new tax class right there. Now I'll just delete that one because I'm going to use that. These things here, if you have any troubles, remember that you can always get in touch with us and we'll be happy to sort it out for you. Localization, down the bottom we have weight class. This is just the same as adding new order statuses and that sort of thing. Just click on Insert, choose the weight title. It might be something like new weight. Weight units could be, no, maybe we're just going to call it weight, WG for weight. Data. Now this data here is just a sort of conversion rate, so we're not going to use that at the moment, and then you just click Save. As you can see, we have the new weight class added into the system, just like that, and you'll be able to choose that in the settings and other places all throughout the back end of your shop now, just like that. If you don't want it, just delete it, and it's instantly deleted from your database. So those are the localizations. There's quite a lot of different things in there. They're quite easy to work with, and they'll show up in your settings and throughout the back end of your shop. If you have any troubles, then please get in touch, and hopefully this has explained a bit more about the localization part of the back end of your ShopMate. Thank you for watching this tutorial.